Okay, you guys, this is one of them stories. I need to know if you believe it. I don't, excuse me, damn. I don't know if I believe this or not, you guys. I don't. I don't know. But I'm going to read it and I want you guys to tell me if you think, is this real? Come on. First of all, let me tell you, I've met Muhammad Ali. All right. I met him. And wow. I was a lot younger then, and it was, it was before he got bad, as far as his Parkinson's or whatever it is. But a very gentle man, very kind. I just remember his hands were like hard as steel, and I didn't want to make him mad. But anyways, I met him at a mosque. That is the call to prayer, you guys. I have most Muslims, we have it on our phones and on our app because we pray 5 times a day. And so that is the beginning of the call to prayer. I would have let it all play, but that's not what we're here for. Finish this article, and then I'm going to go and pray. But anyways, so Muhammad Ali's son, shut off from dad, living in poverty. All right. Now, I can't believe that. First of all, Muhammad Ali is a Muslim, uh, which means he wouldn't be shutting his son off. That's forbidden. Um, Layla Ali, who's very beautiful and wealthy, by the way, thank you, please. I have reservations, but I want to know what you guys think. All right, let's get into it. There's the guy right there, Muhammad Ali Jr. All right, do you guys think he looks like Muhammad Ali? Let me bring this in for you. Do you think that looks like Muhammad Ali's son, you guys? I don't know. I don't know. Let me read the article. It says in 1986, in 1986, when Muhammad Ali Jr. was 14 years old, his father, the greatest boxer alive ever, picked up the teen for a visit. We got in the car, and I said I needed to stop for something to eat. Ali Jr. recalls. By the time I came back out, he was gone. Ali Jr. called his father's new wife, Lonnie, and said, Daddy left me up here. I don't know why he left me. She said she'd tell him as soon as he arrived home. He turned the car around and came back to pick me up, Ali Jr. says. I said, Daddy, why did you leave me? He said, I kind of forgot you were in the car. Damn. Ali Jr. remembers it sadly, the moment when his dad's Parkinson became apparent. That was the first time I actually realized something was wrong with him, he said. Now 41, nearly destitute and living in the dangerous Chicago neighborhood of West Inglewood, Ali Jr. fears his father has now forgotten him for good, and the boxing great's wife, Lonnie, is keeping him from even saying a proper goodbye. Oh my God, if that's true, she is a hateful pinche bruja. If I saw my father right now, I'd say, I love you, I miss you, and I want you to see your grandkids, says Muhammad Ali Jr., who lives in a 2-bedroom hovel he shares with his wife, Shakira, and 2 children, Amira, 6, and Shakira, 5. I wished before my dad got really sick I could have had that father-son relationship, but that's impossible now. I wish I could have made up for the lost time, but it doesn't break my heart anymore. It's been broken so many times, I'm used to it by now. Oh, you guys, this is breaking my heart. And you know I cry at everything. I'm not going to cry at this. I'm not going to do it. Muhammad Ali Jr. was born in 1972 in Philadelphia to Ali, who was then 30 years old, and actress Belinda Boyd, who was 17. Muhammad Ali Jr. can't remember ever enjoying a family meal together. Mostly his grandparents raised him, and his father was busy boxing, and his mom was acting in films. He grew up with 3 sisters, Miriam, and twins Jamila and Rashid. But when they were infants, Ali began an affair with Veronica Portia, who became his second wife in 1977. The kids still saw their dad, and Junior fondly remembers those days as an extended family. My father used to do magic tricks. He'd have a handkerchief that he'd make into a cane. He'd then make it disappear. His card tricks were really good. He was such a comical person. My father liked to wear masks and scare people. He liked to have people on the edge of their seats. We used to go to Pennsylvania where he had a training camp, and he'd do tricks on stage. We all went. And you know what, you guys? I did read somewhere that Muhammad Ali was a really good magician. Like, I was really astonished when I learned that. Like, he was not to be played with. Like, now, was he Houdini? I don't know. But the brother definitely had skills, I'm telling you. Like, even I know that to be a statement of fact. I do. We all went. It was all the family, including my stepsisters, Layla and Hannah. We'd get on the Bluebird Winnebago bus and go up to see him, Muhammad Jr. says. We stayed in log cabins, rode horses, watch him train, jump ropes, and eat all the time as a family. He had a great cook. But I never went to any boxing matches apart from one when he fought Leon Spinks. And I just remember he kept on smiling even though he was getting hit a lot. He never wanted me to be a fighter, he said. Don't get into it if you don't know what you're doing. It is dangerous. There's another picture of him there. I used to see him all the time when I was a child. He made sure he was there. Would get all the siblings together and never kept us a secret from each other. I was proud of my dad. Fame and fortune meant nothing. I just saw him as my dad. But being Muhammad Ali Jr. had its pitfalls. Although his dad was conquering the world for a third time in 1978, his son was battling on the playground. You may think having Muhammad Ali as your dad is great, but I had problems. People wanted to pick fights. School was hell. They wanted to see if I was like my father. I'd get bullied all the time. Girls would only get with me because of my father. Well, that's not a bad thing. Not because of me. Nothing was as it seemed. I didn't know who really loved me. People just used me so they could get a glimpse of my dad. Some people didn't like it that my dad was black, and or that he didn't go to war. You know, we had to fight all his battles. It meant my grandparents sheltered me a lot. Dad didn't know, as he wasn't around every day. I felt in some ways like I never had a childhood. I'd say my father was good and bad. The reason I say that is because my father never really spent time with me. Whenever we had time, he spent it with his daughters rather than me. Even in the only picture I have of all the family together, they're all wrapped close, and I'm far out to the left. I felt like the outcast. I still do, Muhammad Jr. sobs. He says he still feels the problems of his childhood, and they're stopping him from moving on. He gave us money directly. Anything we wanted. Everything was given to me, and I was hidden away. Which has hurt me in the long run. I'm like a 12-year-old in a 41-year-old body now. I was always sheltered as a child, limited to what I could do. I don't know how to get out there and do it now, he adds. Sometimes I resent to this day my dad. I was cursed with this name. People want me to follow in my father's footsteps, but what about my own? I wanted to make it myself. I don't want to be in the shadows of someone else. It's like I'm cursed. My life is cursed. I thought about even changing my name to Malik Islam. and running away and starting a new life again, but my children stopped me. I want to teach them and give them the discipline I never got. While Ali was champion of the world at age 22 and amassed a fortune of well over $100 million, his son is living off food stamps. Driving with a reporter to his local cafe for breakfast, he points excitedly at a charity shelter and says, "It's his savior. I go there when I ain't got no food in the crib, or the kids need shoes and clothes," he says. My life now is crap. I live in a ST area. I guess that's a shitty area. A house I don't own. I survive off handouts and food stamps. I've tried for a job, but there's nothing. There's no hiring. I go on the internet, but I've never been taught how to use it, so I always mess up. I'm stuck. If my father was still around and was coherent, he'd help me. But that's not the case, is it? Okay, goes on to say, if I was rich, I'd find a cure for Parkinson's. Next thing, I get a big house with my father and kids, and I take care of him. Mohammad Jr. says the last time he saw his father was at Dad's birthday party in Las Vegas last year, and it was like he was in a coma. Now when I see him, his hands shake and his face is cold. His expressions are numb. I can tell you guys, when I met Muhammad Ali all those years ago, he was a little shaky. It wasn't like it got to, you know, but he was a little shaky, but he was still coherent. I remember him joking with us and just being very kind, you know, and big, like, don't mess with him. Now when you see him, his hands shake and his face is cold, his expressions are numb. It isn't him. He had always been talkative, joking around, you know, the soul of the party. Now he doesn't do any of that. It's like night and day right now. Muhammad Ali Jr. says, sometimes you look at things and ask, did it really happen? Did he box like that? Did he talk like that? Ali Jr. blames the breakdown in their relationship on goddamn Lonnie, his father's fourth wife. This isn't the first time Lonnie, whom Ali married in 1986, has been accused of tearing the family apart. Ali Sr.'s brother, Rahman, spoke out last year about not being able to see his brother. Did we know Muhammad Ali had a brother, you guys? Talk to me, everybody. Not being able to see his brother and the treatment his sibling was receiving. Muhammad Jr. says, he slipped out of my life the moment he got married to Lonnie. The trips to see me stopped immediately. She once said that they couldn't afford to come and see me. Come on, Muhammad Ali's worth $100 million. You can't afford to come see your son? Give me a break. She said they couldn't afford to come see me. How can a man who's well respected in the world, bigger than Elvis, with all the money he made, not afford to goddamn travel? Lonnie, who has power of attorney, has made it clear Ali Jr. is not welcome, he says. When he phoned his father on Ali Sr.'s birthday in January of 17th, no one answered. Muhammad Jr. thinks his dad, now 72, won't make it to his next birthday. Not a chance. And hopes the day will come when the greatest living sportsman's pain will finally ebb away. I just want hope. I just want hope and pray to God that awful disease takes my dad sooner rather than later. Take him away from all the suffering he's in. I'd be really sad to see him go, but everything is for the best, and I will see him again in heaven. I have no regrets in life apart from one. I regret not being able to call him on his birthday and wish him happy birthday, tell my daddy I love him. It may be his last birthday. And this is when you should be with your father the most. I love you, Daddy. Oh, you guys, who's in tears? Who's in tears out there? Very touching story. Very touching. I mean, look, I'm not blaming Muhammad Ali for this. All right, because in the article he said that his dad always gave him everything. His dad was there when he came around and said, okay, he played with the girls more and everything, you know. But you know, daddy's little girl. You know, what are you gonna do? I have 5 sisters. We kind of get relegated to the back, you know. So I can understand this, you know. But what is killing me is this goddamn Lonnie bitch. All right, I will tell you that one of my brothers, he's the next boy. He's not the next sibling. He's the next boy. He's 7 years older than me. And his wife is a fucking bitch from hell. Fuck her. Because, you know, listen, you guys have heard me say in some of my other videos, I'm one of these people, I don't believe in that forsaking all others bullcrap when you get married. That's some Christian bullshit. You know what I mean? That just breaks up the family structure. You know what I mean? If my family was here before your tacky ass came along, my family was here. My blood runs through their veins and their blood runs through mine. You know? Just because I'm getting some twat from you, I'm forsaking all others. No, forsake my ass. You become my wife. You're part of my family now. You are family too. You know what I'm saying? But if you and I dissipate and the relationship don't work, I don't forsake my family. You know what I'm saying? We all get along. We all come together. You know what I'm saying? All this forsaking others and forsaking. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. It's bullshit. Because my brother's wife, I mean, she is just like Miss, you know, like, it's, you know, and then one of my nephews got the same thing going on. You know, his girl is a bus. And, you know, I love to have, you know, uncle-nephew time with my nephews, especially now that they're older and grown-ass men. You know, I'm not changing diapers and shit no more. I can really just have fun with them. You know what I mean? And just have some real boy time with my nephews. And I love that. It's the joy of being a damn uncle, you know? And, but his girl is a bus, and she's highly jealous and just all of it, and she's trying to keep my nephew from me and stuff. But like I said, my brother, his wife is this. I don't believe in that. You know what I mean? And it seems like that Mohammad Jr. has, you know, is putting his feelings in perspective. Like you know, he hasn't lost any love for his dad. He understands it's this hateful Lonnie bitch that's standing in the way. And if that's the case, why can't Layla just go over there and just box her out? You know what I'm saying? Layla can take you out with a damn look. You don't have to get in the ring with her. She's very beautiful and very tall. But if y'all have ever watched Layla, go on YouTube and watch some interviews and stuff with her. Layla Ali does not play at all. I'm a dude, and I won't even look at her crossways. I wouldn't do it. I would not. I would bow when she walked past me. I'm serious. Layla is a serious. She's not to be played with at all. So can't Layla just go over there and just punch Lonnie's ass out? I don't know. And then she shut out the Muhammad Ali's brother. And like I told you guys earlier, did we know that Muhammad Ali had a brother? Why didn't I know this? Why wasn't I told this? All right. And now I'm going to have to research that. In fact, I should have, well, I didn't pre-read the article, you guys. Sometimes I pre-read the article, but as I've been saying in some of my recent article reviews, I don't read the article in advance because I want to have just an organic reaction as I'm sharing it with you. It's more enjoyable for me, and then I get to have just a real reaction at the time that I'm learning it when you're learning it. So it just makes it more fun. But had I pre-read this, I would have done my due diligence. I would have researched them, and I would have presented you with a picture or some kind of documentation to sort of fill that gap in for you. So I apologize for that. But anyways, yeah, so I really feel sorry for the brother, you know what I'm saying? And then he's in Chi-Town too. Come on now. And Inglewood is not to be played with. All right? Inglewood, Chicago is not like Inglewood, California. Can I just put that out there? You know. Well, I pray that he will get a chance to see his father before he passes, you know. I didn't get a chance to see my dad before he died, but I was okay with that. But still, I can't listen to that damn song sometimes. You know that song? Who made that song called In the Living Years, you guys? Everybody out there in the sound of my voice that knows what song I'm talking about? Anyways, one of the verses goes, it says, I wasn't there that morning when my father passed away. I didn't get to tell him all the things I had to say. I think I caught his spirit later that same year. I'm sure I heard his echo in my baby's newborn tears. I just wish I could have told him in the living years. Say it loud. You guys know that song? But I always think about him but my dad, I had already prepared myself for my father's death. And so, you know, we were some distance apart. So I was good with it. But I feel what he's going through, like, you know, and especially all the things that have led up to it now and all the history. And it's like, okay, now my father could be in his last days. He's proclaiming in this article that he doesn't think his father is going to make it to his next birthday. Absolutely not. This is September. January is around the corner. Muhammad Ali's birthday is January 17th. I mean, wow. You know what I'm saying? Are we going to be hearing about the death of Muhammad Ali pretty soon? Alas, we all have to go, but damn. I wish there was a damn cure for Parkinson's. I do, because Muhammad Ali was a dynamic human being. And I would love for my black people on the sound of my voice, teach your children that he wasn't just a great boxer. He's a great man of principle. You see, Muhammad Ali, you see, you won't get none of our damn rap stars and celebrities and stuff would sacrifice their ass for nothing now. Muhammad Ali gave up his entire career on his damn principle. That is a man worthy of respect always and forever. Anyways, I'd like to know what you guys think, about this. I didn't know he had a son, and I certainly didn't know he had a brother, and just all of this. And do we want to take Lonnie out? You know what I mean? All right. This is the Jedi. Peace.